Hello, and what is up, YouTube? No joke, I've just filmed this whole video and I didn't have the mic on. That's so annoying. Like, literally, really annoying. But anyway, let's not get down about it and film this all over again. But this video is going to be about the method I used over the past year to go from being too scared to even record a voiceover or like have my face on camera to now, filming YouTube and how I'm going to push that into this next year. So if you're a shy creator or someone who's just wanting to start creating content, but you don't know how to just make the small steps, this video is for you. And I hope this method works for you like it has for me. That being said, let's get to it. So, for context, I'm calling this exposure therapy. I've never had therapy, but basically, a few years ago, my friend talked about how he was going to therapy for anxiety, and basically, the therapist would take him through like different exposure therapies and make him confront him with things that he would be anxious about to like just get his body or his nervous system used to it. And realize it wasn't that bad. Like whatever it wasn't that bad. And I've never had therapy, but I kind of latched onto the idea of like just doing things at bite-sized paces to just get accustomed to it and not be as stressed about it. So I've kind of this last year, July to July, gave myself an exposure therapy route into creating content. So bear with me, that's what we're going to go through today. It's not some like guru method to get 100,000 followers, and if you do it, you'll get 30,000 followers at the end of the year, like I did. It's going to just be small, bite-sized snippets or exposure therapies that I took in order to get to this stage now where I'm filming a YouTube. I'm feeling pretty happy about it. So, phase one was back in July 2024, and I made this reel as like an announcement to Instagram, like I'm gonna start posting reels. And before that, I was spent about 4 years only posting final artworks, like my motion design practice. I would just post them, like little GIFs and animated quotes and things. I would post onto Instagram, and then that would be it. I'd just make one post, boom, and make something else, boom, make something else, boom. Bearing in mind, I was working full time, so to make a video to make a new piece of artwork multiple times a week, as well as work full time, it was a massive creative expenditure, let's say. There was a lot to do and a lot to make. And there was a lot of pressure. And I was like, you know what? I was on 3,000 followers at that point, like 3,400 maybe, after posting like 4 years, just animated stuff. And I was like, I need to do something else. I can't just keep only posting the final artwork. It's a lot of pressure. And I knew back then, like, reels were popping off. Everyone was doing great doing reels. I needed to start doing reels too. So the first phase of exposures was to create reels. And back then, I would find like positivity quotes that people had used on their reels and then film bits of my day to overlay onto it. This was the first one that I made. Let's have a look.
Something in life that stands between you and everything you've ever wanted to do is doing it.
So funny enough, this was the 2nd of July. I didn't know it was going to be July to July, but it was just a funny roundup, a funny realization I've had when I made that YouTube video. So that was a voiceover that I felt resonated with me. And I remember I legit like made that post, like it felt like an announcement, like love creating content, but I've usually avoid being in the content. Now I'm committed to stepping out of my comfort zone. This video marks the beginning of that journey. I've always avoided the camera, so I don't have much to look back on. That includes me, which literally is true. Like all of life's memories and all of the big decisions in my life, I don't have any documentation of. I didn't even like taking photos because I just was self-conscious about it. I always enjoyed being the one taking the photo more than being in the photo. I'm just an awkward person like that, and it is what it is. So that post was like, I was sweating about it. Like I was sweating. I'm going to make this video. There was a content creator who teaches like camera shots and things. So I literally just copied his reel where he was like, use these 5 shots on your next reel. I legit just copied those 5 shots. I took screenshots of each shot. So then I had like a lookbook to go through. And then I just took each one after the other, and put it together. And I felt like a damn pro when I made that one video. I was like, wow, this is so sick. Like literally, I felt so happy about it. Anyway, I posted it, loads of people commented, like friends, like, love this for you, blah, blah, blah. Felt great. But mentally for me, I was like, pat on the back, like that was stressful, but I felt good. It was like one exposure done. And then as the weeks grew on, I started to feel a bit better about them. I was making more. I started to like film more and more of me going out and about of my day, basically. And I'm going to show you a few more of these.
Is really a single player game. It's all going on in your head. Whatever you think, you believe will very much shape your reality, both from what risks you take and what actions you perform, but also just your everyday experience of reality.
You get the point when I'm finding these motivational quotes that were relating to me. I was really feeling it. And again, in this one, I've put, so video 2 of documenting my everyday. I must admit, I'm finding it fun, thinking of different angles and shots to snap my life. Don't get me wrong, I was not feeling too cozy trying to film in the gym or out on a walk, but I'm taking baby steps. Already now, I'm even enjoying just thinking back to how stressed I was doing these things, but like the enjoyment I was getting. It's fun to document your life, like just for yourself and your own enjoyment. It's fun. Like even now, this was July, 5th of July. So the first one was the 2nd, now the 5th. I was making them every 3rd day in July. And I was not like 40 likes. Like, who cares? It was fun. I was enjoying. And then I started making more and more. Let's have a look at this one.
Are going to be creative, you have to be in a state of play. You can't play if you're being careful.
This was when Daniel Dalen was popping off with those like over the head camera shots. I was really feeling it. So this one was September. This one kind of bleeds into phase 2 now, because you can see my post here. But phase 2, I started to just add more of my life into these reels, which is not too much of a big juxtaposition between the first one, but I was just, it felt a bit more vulnerable to share a bit more and more of my life, I guess. So I'll share this one as well. This was November. Trust, filming in the gym still makes me sweat. Like the thought of it, I'm just geeking out. Like it's not the vibe. But I was really heavy on my journaling then as well. I really do think journaling is such a key. Like I had so many creative ideas when I was journaling. I need to start again. I've been rubbish at it. But journal your thoughts, journal your day-to-day goals. Today I'm going to achieve this. Tomorrow I want to do this, in order to, I don't know, however you like to journal. For me, I like to set goals and I like to reflect on like the day before. And I'm generally just, that's how I think in a way. I live like that. So yeah, I tried to introduce more of myself into my footage at that point and like bits of my day-to-day life. And it felt more me at this point. I wasn't copying other people's content. I was just going for it. Phase 3, this was a massive hurdle for me at the time. I remember it was voiceovers and I was sweating. I was very self-conscious about my accent. I'm from the north of England, quite a common person, I guess. And I just felt, ooh, is anyone going to know what I'm saying? The first voiceover I did was for a tutorial. This is when I started to do more tutorial content as well and like share my interests and my hobbies with the world. So let's have a look at this one. Sticker in After Effects. 1, have your 2 text layers. Create shapes from text. Keyframe all of the paths on both layers. Copy the paths from one onto the paths of the other. It should look like this. Adjust both sets of your paths so then they fit the grid. So you can see I'm not talking to camera, I'm just recording the voiceover. If you remember Joe Wicks, like his quick cooking videos, that was kind of the thinking behind it, just like quick, snappy edits and energetic voiceovers. I was sweating about them. Like really, I wasn't comfortable doing the voiceovers, but a bit of practice, you know, you get used to it. I'll show another one. I create that hand-drawn look in After Effects. First, add an adjustment layer. January. First effect will be turbulent displace, random seed, and alt-click. Time, *4. I'm going to command... So you see from July until December, Jan, yeah, I go from filming just little snippets of my day to then doing voiceovers. It definitely doesn't need to take that long, but we're all on our own journey. If yours takes you longer, so be it. If yours doesn't, so be it. Like, we're all on our own journey. And then phase 4 was talking to camera. So at this point, I'd done a few voiceovers and I was like, I need to start talking to camera. And I was feeling more confident with my content anyway. I definitely must have done about 30 to 50 videos, who knows, maybe less. But I was feeling more confident about it, let's say that. And I started doing little talking head intros. And you can also see like my content is starting to look a bit more consistent here. So these ones all a bit janky, all different. And then here I'm starting to get a bit more consistency, like similar fonts, and also bringing my own artwork back into the reels. I wasn't just scrambling for ideas at this point. So these talking heads short.
Want to make 3D text like this? Let me show you how.
First thing, I've got 2 text layers. You know what I mean? It's not the best audio quality, but I'm getting used to it. I'm just introducing
Text in After Effects.
This was also like a phase I was trying where I'm just like not talking to the camera, but I'm recording a voiceover, but I'm still wanting to get my presence into the videos. I'm still just wanting to become a face of my own artwork rather than just my artwork. So if you look at my Instagram now, you're going to see I do a mix of them because I'm more confident with it and I just mix them up. I don't want all my content to be exactly the same, but I still want to be a person like, oh, that's Paula's work, or oh, that's Paula, you know what I mean? That was kind of always the goal.
Users, it's time to learn how to build your own type animators.
With this is kind of where I'm sitting now. I actually really enjoy this reel that I did, and I've got like my little setup because I made enough videos that I know the kind of angle I enjoy, and I put the camera there and I talk into it. Once upon a time, I wouldn't film in my old office because it was so dark. Now my issue is it's so bright. Like literally, it's a glass ceiling. It's part of the conservatory. Filming in here is stupid bright and I have to wait until it's darker. Now I have an ND filter. I'm still like, oh, there's stuff over here. I can't film. You know what I mean? Like I'm stressing about that. But it ain't that deep. Like this time next year, I'll look back and be like, oh, you know, we've decorated the house now. This stuff, my office looks totally different. I've managed to actually decorate my office. Like this wallpaper was already part of the house. It's not my office design. The stuff here, it's not how I vision my office. Can I wait until next year before I create content, before I've got the perfect office? No, just have to do it. Like, it's fun even now, me looking back at these posts, like how far I've come and like remembering the mindset I was in at that time when I was posting them. You just develop and grow, and these little exposure therapies really got me through it, like more and more confidence. Like each time, my personality is that I need to prove it to myself. Like I know deep down I'm capable of these things, but like I need to physically like prove it to myself to like know I can do it. You know what I mean? Like I will not be content just thinking I can do it. I need to just prove it to myself. And then the final phase was that YouTube vlog, which, funny enough, I posted in July. And when I posted that, I remember thinking, gosh, it's like a whole 1 year circle. How funny that the first YouTube vlog, which I've been dreaming of making YouTube content, but being like, hell no, I'm not going to fucking do it. The dream to make the YouTube content finally came full circle. And also within that 1 year of making content, I'd already landed like paid Instagram reel collabs. Like, are you mad? Are you literally mad? Like, I was too scared to do a talking head video, and now I've just got like random paid YouTube, Instagram videos. Like, not life-changing money, but hell, if I even got paid £10 to make one, that'd have been cool at the time because I didn't dare make one at all at once upon a time. So those are like side effects of making content. Like just get your work out there, people will find you and you will find your little tribe. I would like to think this exposure therapy method will work for you too. Like if you're a shy creator, these little habits that you form are good ways to get your foot in the door and just start creating without overthinking the big end goal. I always knew I wanted to make YouTube content, but there was no way if last July I just got a camera and started talking, I would have done it. Let me mute the Mac. But you know what I mean? Like, well, I can't mute it because I'm going to record stuff on the screen. But like, the exposure therapy method, I can't coin it as my own, obviously, because it's a legit thing, but exposing yourself to these little exposures in your content is going to help you in the long run get more used to it. Like, for me now, this, you know, the great lock-in, it's like from September to December. For me now, it's YouTube. I'm going to do the great lock-in, focus on YouTube. Imagine if I post a video every week until the end of December. If I look back on this video in December, I'll be like, gosh, imagine, look how much progress I've made. You know what I mean? And it will be the same for you. Like if you're a shy or introverted creator and you don't dare post your work yet, whatever it is you're working on, it doesn't need to be motion graphics or design like I do. You can be a copywriter, you can be a fitness person, you can be a dog walker, you know what I mean? Like just start documenting and give yourself little weekly or monthly tasks that you actually want to tick off. So like for me, I want to make one YouTube video per month minimum, and that's not even a big goal, but I know I can do one video every 2 months. So if I do one weekly one bi-weekly like tutorial and one monthly vlog where I can just update you on things I've been working on in my freelance career, and then every other week make a video like freelance insights, how to find clients, Instagram Q&A, or going from full-time to self-employed, those kind of things, you know what I mean? Like, I can break those down into videos and then share them into YouTube, and hopefully they resonate with people. You're always going to be, I know I'm speaking a million miles an hour and loads of different things right now, but you're always going to be a few steps ahead of someone, and you're always going to be a few steps behind someone. That's just the way it is, and it's beautiful because you can always advise people on your methods and journey to people who are a few steps behind, and you can always learn from people a few steps ahead. Like, there's no such thing as an expert, in my opinion. You can always learn, and you should always want to learn. You shouldn't want. The goal is to just learn and absorb as much as you can and experience as much as you can and just share that knowledge with other people. This method, exposure therapy method, works for you, or you've got some goals that you're trying to achieve in this great lockdown, great lock-in, then let me know in the comments, and I hope you found this helpful and my breakdown of how I overcome certain fears. I hope my methods work for you and you can start creating content and feeling good about it too. I'm excited for the next batch of content that I get making and really pushing forward for YouTube. If there's anything you want to learn or know, whether it's motion design, freelancing, self-employment, life in the UK, fitness and healthy habits, whatever it is, I don't know. If you want to know anything more, drop them in the comments, because I've got a whole bunch of content planned for YouTube. But obviously, if there's more direct things you want to learn, just let me know and I'll get around to it. If you're a shy creator, then drop me a message and I can help spur you on and hopefully get you feeling pumped about your own content as well. Peace out, guys.